Hello everyone, welcome to my first episode of SiCheelicious Cooking Time. Today I'm going to show you guys how to make my favorite cake. It's called the almond walnut banana cake. It's so tasty and delicious and I can't wait to show you guys how to make it. Let's go! In this recipe you will need 2 bananas, 6 eggs, 3/4 cup of pastry flour, cake flour, and you can also use all-purpose flour. I'll put the instruction of how to use all-purpose flour at the bottom. 80 grams of sugar, 70 grams of vegetable oil or unsalted butter, and in this video I'll be using the vegetable oil. 40 grams of milk. You can use cow milk, almond milk, coconut milk, whatever milk that you have available. We'll also be needing a little bit of lemon juice. It can be fresh squeezed, that's perfect, or you can use the concentrated one that you buy from grocery store. Besides those ingredients, we'll also need almond slices and walnut pieces. If you don't like these, you can also add whatever that you like, or you don't need to add it at all. And last but not least, you would also need the mixer for this recipe. What I'm going to do first is to separate the eggs, and I suggest you to use a big bowl to put your egg whites in. Alrighty, so now we have the egg whites and the egg yolks separated. So let's put these aside right now. We'll need them later. For the oil that we have, or unsalted butter, whatever that you use, you want to put it in the microwave for a minute. Now we have the oil heating up and we will put it in the flour. Basically, while you're adding the oil, you want to mix it at the same time. Alright, so when it's like this, it's good to go. Now we will add the milk in there, and you want to add it slowly and whisk it at the same time as well. So I want to mix it until it's well mixed. Alright, when it's like this, it's good to go. Let me put this aside. Now it's time to smash the bananas. It's better to use ripe bananas for this recipe, and I usually would like to use a fork. I usually separate them to different pieces so it's easier. So you want to smash it like this. When it's like this, it's good to go. You can also smash more, but I would just leave it like this because banana oxidizes really fast. So you don't want to do it too long or else it'll go brown. So now we will add the banana mixture to the flour mixture. You want to mix it until you see consistency. Alright, so I mix it until you see some consistency and then you're good to go. Now we're going to add the 6 egg yolks that we have. You will see it yellow, well, because of the egg yolks. Make sure that nothing sticks at the bottom, especially the flour mixture. It'll be a little watery, like this. When it's evenly mixed, we're good to go. Now we're gonna set the flour mixture aside, and we wanna bring back our egg whites. And for the egg whites, we'll be using the mixer. While we're preparing the egg whites mixture, you can start preheating your oven to 300°F, and we'll be also needing some hot water. They're at 150°F. Okay, so in the egg whites, we'll be adding 1/4 teaspoon of lemon juice in there. Like I said, you can also use fresh juiced lemon. Once you add the lemon juice, we're gonna whisk it at the medium power. Once bubbles are formed, we can start adding the sugar. And for the 80 grams sugar, I will add it 3 separate times. Adding a little bit here, and I'm gonna mix it in medium power again. The first time that we mix it will be a little longer. I kind of time it myself. It's about 2 minutes. You want to reach it to kind of like a cream form. And now we'll be adding the second round of sugar. So that was about a minute. Now I'm going to add my last round of sugar. Okay, so that was a minute, and now you can see the whole mixture is kind of like a cream form, like this. And And we're good to go with this. Alright, and now I'll be adding all of this to the egg white mixture. Okay, so now we're just gonna be mixing this. You wanna mix it evenly like this when everything is yellowish. And we're good to go. Now it's time for the oven. Okay, before putting in the oven, let me tell you what pan I use. So I'm using the 8x8 square pan right here. You can also use the cake pan. You will need another container that allows you to fit your pan in here like this, because we'll be adding the hot water in here. I already have the parchment paper here laid out, and I'll be using the unsalted butter here and put it on the sides. I don't have those brushed, so I usually just cut a little piece of the parchment paper and put some butter there. Alright, so the sides are now all filled with butter. Perfect. Alrighty, so now we're just gonna put all our mixture into the pan. Here it is. Now you will see some uneven texture. A great way to do is just do a zigzag, like a Z. You will see some bubbles on there. We want to get rid of the bubbles. On a hard surface, you can just kind of smack it like this. By doing what I did just now, it will help you get your bubbles out on the surface. And remember, like I said, you want to just have some walnuts or almond before. Now we'll be adding them. If you don't like them, you don't need to add them. The cake is good on itself. I'll be just adding some walnuts. So now we'll be putting the pan into the container that I talked about. Okay, so now it's oven time. Alright, our cake is in the oven, and now we will time it for 60 minutes first.
1 hour later.
The alarm for 60 minutes just rang. Let's see how this is. Look at how beautiful the cake is. My toothpick ran out. I'm gonna use the bigger one to check. They still have something stick on there, so I'm gonna put it for maybe 2 minutes more. Alright, so I actually put it in for 5 minutes instead of 2, because when I check after 2 minutes, it still have some consistency on there. So let's check how it is after 5 minutes. Alright, the cake is good to go. Look at how beautiful this cake is. It's golden brown on the outside. Let me take the cake out of the pan and you can see how the inside looks like. Now I'm going to cut one piece to show you how the inside looks. It's so soft, it literally just melts in your mouth. Alright, I'm gonna try it. Oh my god. It literally just melts in your mouth, and the banana flavor really comes out. It's so good. You guys should try it. Every time I make this thing, I just can't stop eating. So good. Oh! I don't know if the camera captured it, but the camera literally just fell on my cake. Look at this. Drop right on it. Memory forever. Still good. Okay guys, I hope you like this recipe. If you try to make it at home, let me know how it tastes. I'm sure it tastes delicious. And lastly, don't forget to give thumbs up for this video and subscribe.